Assalamu alaikum, dear students of class 12. This time, hello. This time our topic is My Mother at 66. This is a poem by Kamala Das, who lived from 1934 to 2009. She was born in Malabar, Kerala. She, she, she is recognized as one of India's foremost poets. Yes, foremost poets. Her works are known for their originality, versatility, and the indigenous or local flavor of the soil of the motherland. Kamala Das has published many novels and short stories in English and Malayalam under the name Madevikuti. Some of her works in English include yes, some of her works in English include the novel Alphabet of Lust, 1977, a collection of short stories, Padmavati the Harlot and Other Stories, 1992, in addition to 5 books of poetry. Yes, she is a sensitive writer who captures the complex subtlety of human relationship in lyrical idiom. Yes, dear students, you know, subtlety means depth, or subtlety means small but important details about something. Huh, these subtleties are about human relationship. They are in lyrical idiom. That is, they are song. They have song like technicality. My mother at 66 is an example of such a human relationship. Yes, Kamala Das won Kerala Sahitya Academy Award also. Dear students, you know aging. Aging is a natural process. Aging is a natural process. This poem is based on the theme of advancing age and consequent fear of loss and separation. Yes, dear students. Yes, dear students, let us read this poem. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me, doors open mouth, doors open mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse, and realized with pain that she was as old as she looked. But soon, but soon, but soon put their thought away and looked out at young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their homes. But after the airport security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her wan face, as a late winter's moon and felt that old familiar ache. My childhood is fear, but all I said was, see you soon, Amma. All I did was smile, smile, and smile, and smile. Yes, dear student. Yes, dear students. When you see the whole poem is in a single sentence, it is punctuated by commas. So it indicates a single thread of thought, single line of thought, interspersed with observations of the real world around and the way these are connected to the main idea. Yes, dear students, the poetess Kamala Das, uh, driving from my parents' home to Cochin lost Friday morning. She says I was driving my car from my parents' home, not from in-laws' home, but from parents' home. Yes, my dear student, driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me, doors open mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse. The poetess Kamala Das says she was driving from her parents' home to Cochin airport last Friday morning. I saw my mother beside me. She saw her mother beside her. Doze. She was sleeping lightly, open mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse. Her mother's face, it was ashen. Ashen means very pale with illness, um, like that of a corpse, like that of a dead body, and realized with pain. And Kamala Das and the poetess realized with pain, realized with pain. She realized with pain, what she realized with pain, that she was as old as she looked, that her mother, the poetess understood, Kamala Das understood with pain, with pain, that she was as old as she looked, that her mother, she was as old as she appeared. This is a simile. Her mother was as old as she looked, but soon put that thought away. But she put her thought away. She deviated, she deviated from that very thought that her mother was old, was old. Her mother was like a corpse. Her mother was open. Her mother's face was like ash, or her mother's face was very pale. Yes, she put that thought away. She deviated from that very thought and looked out at young trees spreading. She looked out at young trees that are young against her mother, who who was old, sprinting, sprinting means running fast from a short for a short time, running fast for a short time. Yes, doze, doze means sleep, sleep lightly, sleep lightly. Action, action. It means very pale with very pale with illness, very pale with illness. Yes, corpus. It means a dead body, dead body. Uh, yes, that thought away. Put that thought away. Put that thought away. Put that thought away means she deviated. She deviated from that thought. She deviated from that thought. She turned away from that thought and looked out at young trees sprinting. She looked at young trees. They were sprinting. Sprinting. Sprinting means running fast. Running fast for a short time. For a short time. Running fast for a short time. These trees appear to run fast for a short time because the vehicle, because the car, it moved forward, and the the young trees appear to move backward. So the poetess has used the word spitting. Yes, the merry children spilling out of their homes. She saw the merry means children, happy children spilling out of their homes. Spilling, yes, spilling out. Spilling out means coming out quickly, coming out quickly. These students, these children, these merry children, these energetic children, they were rushing out, they were coming out quickly out of their homes, उनके घरों से बाहर. But after the airport security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her van, pale. The poet says, after the airport security check-up, it was over. It ended. She was standing a few yards away. I looked again at her. She looked again at her mother. Her face was wan. Wan means colorless. Wan means color, colorless. Wan means pale, pale, pale with illness, pale with illness or exhaustion, pale with illness or exhaustion. Yes, I looked again at her. She looked again at her mother, who was who looked colorless, who looked pale with illness and illness. Yes, huh. As a late winter's moon. She looked like a late winter's moon. Here again, dear students, you see, it is an instance of simile. Huh. Yes, again, pale as a late winter's moon. Yes, uh, uh, she compares her mother with a late winter's moon. That if you know the late winter's moon, it appears colorless due to fog or due to hazy clouds. Yes, so the mother in her old age is compared with a late winter's moon. Yes, and felt that old familiar ache. And the poet felt, she felt that old familiar ache, that common familiar ache. Yes, that means the pain and fear of losing her mother. My childhood's fear. Also, the familiar ache is referred to her childhood's fear when she cried when her mother was not present. But all I said was, but all that the poet said was, see you soon, Amma. Amma means mother. Mother, I hope to see you soon. All I did was what the poetess did. Ah, smile and smile and smile. She repeatedly smiled with the hope that she would meet her mother again. Yes, dear students. Yes, dear student. Now let us try to see some. Yes, let us try to see some instances of simile. Yes, example of simile is her face action like that of a corpus. Her face action like that of a corpus. Yes. Second instance of simile. Yes. She was as old as she looked. She was as old as she looked. Again, there is an instance of simile. Oh, when pale, when pale, when pale as a late winter's moon, as a late winter's moon. Yes, these are instances of simile. Yes. Now let us see any instance of metaphor. Yes, dear students. Merry children spilling out. Merry, the merry children spilling out, spilling out. Yes, merry children spilling out. Yes, dear students, let us see uh, any instant of irony. Yes, the green trees racing. Yes, The green trees or young trees. The green trees are racing. The green trees are racing. Yes, it is inanimate. Inanimate. While the mother is like a compass. While the mother is like a compass. Compass. Yes. Instance of contrast. Instance of contrast. Yes. The world replete with activity. The world around. The world around repleted with activity. Repleted with activity. Activity contrasted with. Yes, the world around repleted with activity. Activity. Activity contrasted with. Contrasted with. Contrasted the with the almost or near lifeless mother. Lifeless mother. Contrast. Yes. Then there is repetition. Repetition. Then there is repetition. Yes, there is an instance of repetition. Yes, all I did, all I did, all I did was smile and smile, smile and smile and smile. This is an instance of repetition. Then there is uh, there is tautology, tautology, tautology. Here, dear students, what is tautology? It means saying of the same thing twice in different words. Saying of the same thing twice in different words. For example, I looked at her wan pale. I looked at her wan pale. Yes. Yes, dear students. Then let us see see an instant of instance of let us see an example of image. Yes, the poet uses the image of yes the merry children, the merry children, the merry children spilling out of their homes, spilling out of their homes, out of their homes. Yes. Uh, Also, let us see instance of personification. Personification. You know where a human attribute is uh, attribute is assigned to something else. Yes, trees. Yes, young trees. Young trees sprinting. Yes, actually, human beings move fast. Human beings run fast. But here, young trees are made to run fast. So a human attribute is assigned to trees. Yes, all dear students, let us see examples of illustration. Illustration. Yes, illustration. All I did was smile and smile and smile. Next example is felt that old familiar ache. Felt that old familiar ache. This is also an instance of illustration. Dear students, yes. Now let us try to attempt the questions. What is the kind of pain in ache that the poet feels? Yes, this very kind of pain is losing her mother being very old and weak. So pain and ache of losing her mother, uh, the poet feels. Yes. Why are the young trees described as spreading? Because they move they move past the car very quickly. Third, why has the poet brought in the image of married children spilling out of their homes? Yes, to compare children who are energetic, to compare children who are energetic with a mother who is old, who is pale, who is lifeless almost. Why has the mother been compared to the late winter's moon? Yes, dear students, you see, you see the mother's face is ashen, it is pale. Likewise, in late winter, the moon appears hazy, it is shineless. It is shineless. So mother has been compared to the late winter's moon. Why do the parting words of the poet and her smile signify? Parting words means words used to bid farewell. And we see here these parting words of the poet and her smile. They signify, they signify hope. They signify assurance of meeting her mother again. Though there was no surety, there was no certainty, but still she hopes and she assures herself that Amma, see you soon, Amma, see you soon, Amma. And the words smile and smile and smile. This poetic device or repetition is used to signify hope of meeting her mother uh, again. Dear students, I feel it is enough. Wassalamu alaikum wa